Welcome back to art class. So, we are continuing our presidential self-portraits. We have added chalk pastel to our professional presidential jackets. Now we're going to talk about adding some color to our background. For this, we're going to use just chalk pastel. These puppies right here. So for our background, we're going to pick two colors. One dark color, one light color. I'm going to stick with tradition. Traditionally, the portraits in the background were very dark. I don't want to use a dark black, so I'm going to use a dark brown. And I'm also going to use this light reddish brown. So, start first with your dark color. I'm going to take my dark color, I'm going to lightly, using the side of my chalk pastel, I'm going to lightly just add some color around the outside edge of my portrait. I'm not going next to my face or my hair. I am just doing the outside edge, the border of my self-portrait. And that was with my dark chalk pastel. Then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to start smudging the brown. And I want to kind of bring some of it over here into the white space next to my head. Just taking my finger and quickly smudging and smearing, working that chalk pastel in the beautiful way that it works. If you remember from before, when we were first using chalk pastel with our jackets, you may have noticed that your fingers got really dirty, and you may have noticed you covered your picture, your self-portrait, with fingerprints. That's okay. That happens with chalk. But it is something you should be mindful of. Be mindful, be aware that you will have a lot of color, a lot of pigment on your finger, and that will transfer. It will go anywhere that your finger goes. See? Look at that, fingerprints. So be mindful of that, be aware. Now, take that light chalk pastel, and we're going to kind of do another outline. Again, not going up next to our faces. Oops. Not going up next to our faces or our hair, but just right next to it. And this is with that lighter color. And what we're creating is a really neat value change. We are creating a background that goes from dark to light. And it's going to make our presidential self-portraits look uber professional. So all I did was pretty much one wide line of that lighter chalk pastel around my face, still not going right up next to it. And now I'm going to carefully blend that lighter color right next to my face. I'm not using the chalk pastel. I'm using my fingers this time to bring that color up next to my head. And you can feel free to turn your portrait if it's easier for you to get to certain parts, like right up against my hair. I need to turn it a little and blend it into the dark brown and blend it right up next to your heads. And again, this is creating a beautiful value change, going from dark on the outside to light right up next to our heads. It's going to look really cool when we're all said and done. And then just a little bit on the shoulder. I'm being careful to go up next to, but not into, my other parts of my portrait. I don't want brown in my blazer. And there you have it. A beautiful value change from dark to light for our background. All right, boys and girls, it's your turn.